Hey guys. All right. Welcome back to day 2 of week 27. We are talking about Alabama's climate and resources this week. All right. So let's talk about Alabama's storms. I feel like this might be a little bit of a sore subject because storms in Alabama have not been very kind to Moundville over the last couple of weeks. There was 2 weeks in a row back to back that our town was affected pretty badly by tornadoes. So unfortunately, this is just something that came up this week. All righty, so it is good for a state to get a lot of precipitation, but there is some Alabama weather that we could probably do without. I think we can all agree on that, especially after the last couple of weeks. Alabama can also see its fair share of tornadoes. There's a picture of a tornado. Tornadoes form quickly and destroy just about everything in their path and are therefore Alabama's most deadly storms. Okay, tornadoes, we can predict that tornadoes are a possibility in thunderstorms, but we cannot predict if they will happen or not. And we can't really pinpoint where they will happen. So because they can pop up so quickly without much notice, that is what makes them so dangerous. In 1932, dozens of tornadoes touched down and killed 238 people. Hurricanes have also hit Alabama. There's a picture of that is Hurricane Katrina, I believe. It might not be Hurricane Katrina. I don't remember which one I took a picture of now. It's been so long. Hurricanes can be 300 miles wide. 300 miles wide, which is about, if you take Tuscaloosa County and put about 3 of those next to each other, and they can drop about 20 inches of rain in one day. Now, mind you, we just talked yesterday about how Alabama gets 50 to 60 inches a year. Hurricanes can drop almost half of that in a day. Some of the hurricanes Alabama has been hit by are Danny, Frederick, Katrina, and a couple more. All right, how can we prepare for a hurricane? I think my little picture might be blocking that word, but that says, how can we prepare for a hurricane? So forecasters can usually see a hurricane coming. Unlike tornadoes that pop up pretty quickly, you can see hurricanes forming way far out in the ocean before they ever get close to land, and they can be tracked days ahead of time. However, they can change direction or strengthen suddenly without warning. Cities and towns along the coast do have plans for keeping people and property safe during hurricanes. Some houses, and if you've ever been to the beach, you know that you have seen this, some houses are built on stilts to keep above high waves, and evacuation routes are planned to get people out of the path safely. So here's an example of a house you might see on the coastline. They are built up on stilts to make sure that they are above those high floodwaters or high waves. And then if you've ever driven down to the beach, you have probably seen this sign. It's usually a street sign along the road, and it shows you the path that you can take for the hurricane evacuation route to get out quickly and safely. However, plans do fail, and sometimes people just decide to stay home and try to ride out the storm. Sometimes people know that they can board up their windows and take better precautions, and they just choose to ride out the storm if it's not going to be that bad. But that doesn't always end well, because those mistakes can be very costly if you are not properly prepared. All right, guys, that's it for today, talking about Alabama storms. I will see you on Thursday to wrap this week up.